Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K.
Thanks so much everyone for stopping by, and today I have a few thrifty finds to share with you guys from rummage sales and thrift stores. A lot of it are items that my mom found for me, but I'm just going to dig in right here and get going. So the first thing I wanted to share with you guys that I was really excited about was this Ziploc baggie that my mom found. It was 75 cents and she got this whole pile of vintage photos, and it did say on there unidentified pictures, so I'm sure whoever was selling it, they were all photos that they had gone through and they didn't know who they were, so they were selling them. And again, I got the whole pile for 75 cents, so just a few of them. There's some, you know, wedding portraits, it looks like, in this pile. Kind of a distinguished looking gentleman right there. Maybe something from World War II or something like that on that one, I'm not sure. Another couple, just kind of some little photographs. I'm not going to go through every single one of them. You guys kind of get the picture, but just kind of a wide variety of photographs and little cabinet cards there. So that was kind of a fun find for my mom to find for me. And again, it was only 75 cents for that whole pile. So that was a lot of fun. And then this next little stack of books that I found, I went to a rummage sale, and all three of these were a buck or less. I can't remember because I bought a lot of stuff from this lady, and she took all the tags that were on everything. But what's cool about these, they're all copyright free books, and then there's also a CD with all the images on it inside. But these are all copyright free images to use in junk journal making and crafting. So then it looks like on the back side of each page there's the numbers, and I think those must correspond to the actual CD that's in there. So that one was like alphabets and ornaments, so that one was called. This one was florals and nature, and just kind of a quick scan through that one. So it's all kind of some floral stuff in that one. And then the last one was borders and frames. So lots of little border things in this one. So those three books I got. And then at that same rummage sale, I had a huge pile, and I gave most of them to my mom. They were like quilting books and old pattern books, and just because my mom knits and crochets, and then she has some neighbors that do a lot of quilting, so I gave them the majority of the pile. But again, I think she sold me the whole pile for a quarter or 50 cents, and I did keep a couple of them just to make different ephemera pieces or decorative things for my junk journal making. And I thought this one was interesting. It's just called McCall's Book of Family Manners. So it's all about wedding manners, how to be a good hostess, tips to teenagers, table manners, travel tips, the new baby. And this came out, it looks like, in the late 1950s. So I thought that was interesting. That was in with all those quilting books. And same with this. It's this old magazine is from 1969. It's called The Good Old Days, and it has just old cartoons and poems and just reminiscing about the good old days. So again, just thinking ahead to some junk journal stuff. Here was another little of the quilt things, and this one was just called Museum Quilts. So I kept that one just for me to use. And there was another quilt design one. Just a piece of paper that I thought would be fun for collaging, so I kept that. Another women's household magazine that was from April of 1970. Another magazine that's missing its cover, but again, just there's some old recipes in here and just different ads and stuff. Again, I just thought it'd be fun to use. Some old newspaper clippings again. I think these are from the 70s. Here was like a modern bride. Again, I'm sure this was kind of from the 70s too. Wedding etiquette. That was from the 70s. And another thing from 1968. So another wedding supplement type thing. So the next pile of stuff I have here in this little basket, majority of this again came from my mom, but a couple things I picked up. And the first thing that she found was this cute little box for 50 cents. And I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it as is and just use it for storage items in my craft room, because it is kind of a cute cover with the bird and the wildflowers on the cover. And inside just had some little tissue paper in there, but it would be easy enough to alter and make into something really cute too. So she paid 50 cents for that. And I picked up, these are just a bunch of square white napkins, and I picked these up at the thrift store. And again, I picked them up when they were discounted, so they were 50% off, so they were 75 cents. And there's 6 dinner napkins in here, and I like the white material. They're good base layering for fabric journals or other craft projects, so I usually try to pick up the napkins when I see them. And so I picked up that, and I don't know, this one, the tag fell off, but again, I picked this up that same day when they had that back room on sale, so whatever I paid for it, I got it half off. But another kind of vintage little table scarf, which is really pretty, I thought, again, to either cut up and use the little pieces or to use sections of it on a journal. And another little doily that I picked up at a rummage sale. And again, I don't think I paid more than 50 cents for it. A lot of these places, they took the tags when I paid for them, so I don't remember on that one. And then this one too was from our thrift store, and again I paid half price for it. So they had this one at $1.50, so I paid 75 cents for it. And again, it has all the little doilies in the middle that I can take apart and use on flowers. So that's most likely what I will do, and then I'll use the edging on a journal page or something. So, and then here was one more little table scarf that I pretty sure I purchased this one also. And again, just to be able to take it apart to use the little doilies on it. It's fairly long. And then everything else in that basket is stuff that my mom purchased. And she paid quarters and 50 cents for a lot of things. If there is a price tag on it, I'll show you guys. So this was a hand embroidered little table doily. And so this one's in yellow. Whoever did this did a really nice job. You can always tell when you look at the back side of embroidery, when the back looks almost as nice as the front, that someone really knows what they were doing on this one. And it was vintage also. And another little crocheted item with the little flowers on it and leaves on this one. And she picked up a couple little hankies. That one's a nice little shabby chic looking one. Another little dresser scarf type thing. This one's kind of cute. It has butterflies on it. I don't know if you can see that. The cutout work on that one. And let's see, this one I think she picked up just again because of the edging on it. It's another little table scarf. And she was thinking I could take off the edging. But then, of course, like I said, you can use the other pieces for background pieces on projects. So nothing goes to waste. And another little embroidered little table scarf that she picked up. Some little purple flowers on it on both ends. Here's another cute little one that she picked up. I like this one. It's a little square doily. That'd be fun to add to a fabric book and make it into some sort of pocket. So I don't think I'll cut that one up. I'll keep that one as is. And then here's a larger orange one that she found. And this one I might add. I'm still kind of collecting things for I want to do a boho or a gypsy type journal. And so this one, I think the edging on this one's really cute. And so you might be able to cut that off and put that around a page in your book. So that might be how I incorporate part of that one. And this is kind of looks like a little Battenberg type doily. There's a little bit of staining on it, but usually what I do is I wash all these, and then like ones like this, if there's a little bit of staining, I'll just tea dye them. So that's, you know, no big deal if they don't come clean. Then here's a little purple one that she found that's kind of nice, with some little machine embroidery on that one. And another larger crochet piece that she found. This one looks like it kind of has that pineapple shape to it on some of them there. So another pretty large size doily. This one's really big. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the whole thing on the camera, but a larger sized one. So lots of fun ones. This one, you could easily cut this one apart and use it for a background snippet type thing on that one. And another very large size doily here, crocheted one. This one's kind of pretty with the pink on it. And again, I'm not going to be able to show this whole thing on camera just because of how I have stuff sitting on my desk. But you guys kind of get the picture there. This one, really pretty again with the pink flowers around it, which you could cut out and individually probably use those, and then the edging too on a book page on that one. Then, of course, the bits and pieces to make snippets out of. A couple more little mini ones. Just kind of a basic one. I've had this one before. It's probably a machine-made one, but it's a little heart. Another little doily. That one's kind of lovely. And another little hanky that she found with some flowers on it. A little vintage one. And here's another one of those purple ones. I showed you guys this one already, so she must have found two. Here's a little pot holder with the flower in the middle. That's really cute. Again, you could use that one as a pocket in a journal or something. And you could cut off the back half of it just to make it a little thinner if you needed to. And some more embroidery work. This one, the tag is still on there, so it's 50 cents, not embroidery. So it looks like a little dress or scarf on that one. But that one would be cute. You could turn that one into a journal cover. And then here's some more cross stitch. This one's strawberries. 25 cents is what she paid for that one. And it looks like there's a border on each side of that one with some strawberries on it. And then a pillowcase, again, 50 cents. And then my mom picked this one up just because of the little crocheted edging on it that I could take off and use. And then, of course, the white material then I could use for some other things. Then this she found, and I'm not quite sure. This one's quite large. They're actually pillowcases that someone did a lot of work on them. The whole set was 25 cents. So 25 cents for both of them. So somebody did all this needlework, and I got two of them for 25 cents. They're not quite my colors for my house, but really pretty cross stitch on that. I'm not quite sure if you could cut it out and use part of it on a journal cover maybe. Still thinking on that one, so if you guys have any good ideas for that one. If it matched my house, I'd probably use them on a set of pillows, but they don't really match the colors of my house. They're a little too bright. But a lot of work went into those. So there was two of those. And then my mom found this really cool piece. And this has been hand done. If you look at the back, you can tell it's been hand stitched. But it's some bead work. And so it's a pretty large piece. And again, I've been wanting to do that boho or gypsy journal. So I'm trying to figure out how I could use this. You know, if you fold it up and maybe use it on the cover somehow. And I'm not quite sure. Or if you cut it up and use the pieces somehow, because you could cut off the borders. But again, if you cut up something like this, you guys do want to make sure that you go ahead and you glue on the back side, just because if you cut without doing that and gluing down your stitches on the back side, all your sequins and beads are going to come off. And like I said, this is some really pretty work, and it's really heavy. The beads are really heavy on this one, so very pretty work for whoever did that. It's missing a couple beads here in the corner, but I don't think that matters. And then I did find a pile of some vintage books at our thrift store. And our store sells all the hardbacks are 75 cents, no matter how big or small they are. They're all 75 cents. And so I think these are all in German. I'm not quite sure. This one's from 1903. And what was funny about this one is somebody actually already cut out a picture in this one. So it's already been destroyed and used. But I think it'll be fun to use in some junk journal stuff. And then another little cute little one. And I think, again, this one is also in German, too. I'm not sure. That one's a little bit older, 1862, and it's falling apart. Some of these are missing pages. Like right there, that one's missing a page. So they're not pristine quality ones. And another one. This one's from 1883. It actually has some sort of like piece of paper in here. It looks like, this side looks like the alphabet possibly. It's really faded. And on the back side it's some sort of note, which I can't read. It's in German. But that was kind of a fun find. And again, this book is falling apart and also missing pages. And another German one. This one has some pictures in it. It looks like it might have been some sort of religious type one. This one was from 1890. And another German one. This one has a beautiful cover on it. I don't know if you can see the embossing on that one. This one's from 1905. And then this last one is just actually a book about playing chess. And I picked it up because I thought this one would be fun to use in background collages and stuff. Just the little chess boards on it. And it's a little bit older book, but I don't think it's vintage. 1948. It just has that nice color to it because it's a little bit older book. So again, I thought that one would be fun for junk journal collaging. And the last thing, my mom found this, and I think she only paid $0.25 for it, and it is stained, but it's plastic doilies. And again, I'm still trying to find the perfect doilies, plastic doilies for tea staining. And I think this might be it because there's a lot of open space, and some of the ones I've bought in the past don't have a lot of that open space, so there's nowhere for the tea or the coffee to go. And I think this one will be perfect for that. So I'm going to give this one a try. And I'm assuming it probably came from like a church or a reception hall or something like that. Looks like, you know, the pink red Kool-Aid or whatever that the church ladies used to have. So different pieces. And this one's just a long roll. And again, it's stained in parts, but that doesn't matter because I'll be using it for tea dyeing. But what's nice about this one, this long one, is I can actually cut it to the size of a page, or my pages when I tea stain. So that'll be perfect. So again, I just wanted to thank everybody so much for watching, and hopefully you all have a lovely day and happy crafting.